Joining us right now is accounting professor at Montclair State University, America's accountant, Dan Geltrude. Good morning, Dan. Happy Monday.
Good morning, Alex.
All right, let's start with the markets, which we always do. They finished way down, and futures are also down this morning. The Dow losing over 1,000 points on Friday. Now, that's following the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, speaking at Jackson Hole. So, Dan, what was said that had investors so worried?
Basically, that the Fed is going to continue to raise interest rates until they can get to their target of around 2%. Now, we are far away from that right now, Alex. So that means that there's going to be a lot of pain in between now and whenever we hit that point in time. Now, we're already in a recession. So what that says to me is this recession may very well be deep and last a very long time because interest rates going up and value in the stock market, well, they're polar opposites.
Yeah, well, investors, they actually aren't the only ones who are worried about the economy. Right now, here's Elizabeth Warren yesterday on CNN.
I am very worried about this because the causes of inflation, things like the fact that COVID is still shutting down parts of the economy around the world, that we still have supply chain kinks, that we still have a war going on in Ukraine that drives up the cost of energy, and that we still have these giant corporations that are engaging in price gouging. There is nothing in raising the interest rates, nothing in Jerome Powell's tool bag.
Well, as you just heard, she blamed a lot of things, but not one thing on the White House. What is your response to that, Dan?
I actually agree with most of what she said there. I don't necessarily agree with the price gouging, but what she's saying at its core is we are not addressing what's really causing inflation. Now, what's causing inflation, in my view, is problems with the supply side. So the fact that the administration has essentially passed off this problem to the Federal Reserve and say, hey, you solve it, when they have very limited tools to do that, which is what? Raise the interest rate. Why? Because they're trying to kill demand. Demand is not the problem. The problem is on the supply side. And that supply side could be addressed through policy. So if we're going to continue to have poor economic policies, we're going to continue to have difficult economic times going forward.
Absolutely. Well, let's shift gears a little bit. Comedian and actor Kevin Hart isn't clowning around with McDonald's and is coming for Burger King's crown. Hart actually opening a fully meatless fast food restaurant with the slogan, "Eat your heart out." Dan, do you think that this will do well?
It could do well. I mean, there's no reason to think why, if the products are priced properly and the food tastes good, that it will be successful. Now, you know, in my view, and I've said this before, actually, Alex, you and I have talked about this. When you take something plant-based and you make it taste like chicken or you make it taste like a burger, I don't know how much that processing takes away from the health side of it. But if it tastes good, people will eat it.
Exactly. Dan, we have about 15 seconds left, but it may be time to pull the shoebox out that's full of baseball cards because Mickey Mantle's card from 1952 sold for a record-breaking $12.6 million. Talk about a grand slam, Dan.
Well, I've checked the shoeboxes and the closets in the attic. I do not have that card. I do have other Mickey Mantle cards, not that one. But listen, if you have that card, that's your lottery ticket. Yeah. So certainly worth a look.
Absolutely. Dan Geltrude, thank you so much for coming on this morning. Always appreciate it.
Thank you.